Now let's see. Okay, here's my full screen. Hi, welcome to my first ever live stream. I've just installed OBS and set up some scenes, and this might be quite rough because I have no experience doing that. But I, for a long time, wanted to do some live streams because I love to watch people tinker with AI stuff, and I myself am a Swift developer, and I'm thinking the fusion of Swift and AI holds very much interest. So it might be that right now we don't have any viewers yet, so I'm just going to do some general tinkering, and if somebody comes around, then I'll pause and answer some questions if anybody has any. So first thing I need to do is, okay, this is my desktop here. What I wanted to do is, I've got so this is my setup. So I have a full screen scene. This is what you just see. That's basically my main studio display desktop. And then you have full speaker. That's just me. Hi there, I'm Oliver. Some people know me as Coconetics. And the other thing that I could do is I can add maybe a scene that's the iPad, because I have two iPads connected, iPad Pro and the iPad 13-inch. So let's say we want a video capture device, and that should be the iPad Pro, and that should be the iPad Pro. Do I see my screen? Yeah, here it is. Press it high, fine. And so if I'm on the iPad, I think I don't need to see anything. Let's just, can we transform this? This is there's a little bit different resolution than what the display has. Scale. Yeah, you don't see the bottom. Okay. It's got the, there's an update for the XApp. Yeah, I've been playing a bit, rather a lot with Grok and with X. The Grok app. Okay, I haven't installed the Grok app here. So let's go to the App Store. It's still not quite fitting. I'd like to have this sort of centered. We want the, because I'm a subscriber to X, so I can get the Grok AI assistant. So let's download that. And the funny thing that we can do here, yeah, so I've got my put this maybe onto my other screen that it doesn't disturb us here. So I've just reinstalled Xcode 16.2, and it's downloading. Did it download everything? There's an update. Okay, let's update it. Also the device support for 16E. Well, okay, let's update it. I don't have it. I'm lucky I have a very good internet connection of 1 gigabit. So that all takes not a very long time. Yeah, All right, so I want the hotkey also for the iPad. So I've got the iPhone cam, iPad switch to scene should be say 3. Okay, so scene 1 is my desktop here. Scene 2 is me as a full, and scene 3 is the iPad. And now I noticed I lost my green screen, so I need to, where is it? OBS currently sharing, present the overlay, no. Studio display camera, yes. We have a background here. That's a trick I learned also on YouTube. Yeah, I can. I have my studio display has a very good camera, and the advantage also is if I go to the side. Yeah, you see it. It seems to, yeah, zoom to a degree. Put me always back in the center of it. And actually, can we do portrait? Does this help? Yeah, it's put everything on studio light. A lot of studio light. Let's see. Let's see the studio display camera. So studio light off. Okay, it looks like this. Studio light on. Oh, it looks better. And portrait off. Portrait on. I don't know if it does anything much. All right, so the hotkeys. Okay, if I click on the desktop, it all disappears. My hotkeys don't work if I'm on a different screen, it seems. Here I can go to full screen, iPad, desktop, but if I'm in another app, still works. Okay, let's have a look here. So what I really like about, okay, I need to log in, Grok is there are currently several possibilities to do so-called deep research. Deep research basically means what you would do if you were to answer a question, trying to answer a question on the internet. You would come up with a search query, go to Google, find some results, read some text, maybe follow some further links, and in the end you reason yourself together your answer. And the latest development is, some call it deep research, some just call it deep search. It's essentially that the querying, the searching, the reasoning, the coming up with the final answers, all done by AI models. And the first one to introduce that was Google with Google's deep research, which is mostly a summary of web results. The second one that came out of it was OpenAI with their deep research, but unfortunately that's only available for Plus subscriber, and I'm only a team subscriber, so I haven't gotten that yet. Might be another month or so. Then the third one that came out was Perplexity. Perplexity has I don't know though on the where this is here, focus, because I only found that so far in, maybe I need a newer version. Let's see, Perplexity, let's update Perplexity. So here we have a browser, Perplexity AI. I want Perplexity Mac. Is this in the on the App Store? Oh, it's on the App Store. Okay, that's why. Okay, there's an update. Let's get the update. And here's the update open. And yeah, here's the deep research for in-depth reports. So if I want to do a deep research, say what Swift packages are available for accessing an IMAP email server, then you can, what it basically does is it researches here, yeah, and we can do the same. Let's go to the iPad. The iPad can do the research. What Swift packages are available for accessing an IMAP email server? So that's quite interesting. They got a lot of props for how they summarize their thinking. Yeah. So you see the individual searches it did on GitHub, on Switch Package Index, on Swift.org. By the way, while we're doing this, let me see. I can add. I want to add a video capture device, an existing one, this display cam. So you have the benefit of also seeing me when I'm on the iPad. It's fabulous. So now I have, this is my desktop. You see it's still researching. Found several Swift packages, first looking at the result. And all this reasoning and thinking, the advantage of these deep researches is this is possibly hours of work that I would have to do and probably give up before I have really found everything. But what's so fabulous is that you can basically get an answer that takes some research. Yeah, you can fact check things. Like for example, if somebody puts out a claim on X, yeah, what I love to do now is just fact check it. Say, what evidence can you find for the claim that bull? And then it goes search, and tells me, yeah, there's this and this, or in the end it comes to a, there's a conclusion. The Swift ecosystem offers two viable paths: Apple's Swift Neo IMAP for server-side implementations requiring protocol level control, and MailCore 2. Yeah, so I think MailCore 2 is the right answer for a client side. Yeah, although maybe I'm also thinking now that I see this to look into this, because why am I researching this? AgentCorp, I was thinking in the future I would want to have, if I have thousands of agents, that's not manageable. Yeah, you can't communicate with 1,000 people or 1,000 agents. But if I just have one, yeah, I call him CEO. Yeah, you wouldn't want to bother the CEO if he's working on something. You wouldn't go to the CEO and say, yeah, now you find somebody who does. So I'm thinking, if I have a company of agents and agent corporation, then I might also want to have specialists for certain areas. Yeah, but in terms of if an agent is an LLM plus memory plus tools, you can't have too many different things being taken care of by one person or one agent. So I'm thinking you possibly will have to have sub processes. Like me, for example, I have different skills. I have one skill to generate some Swift code. I have another skill to research something. I have another skill to write some unit tests, maybe. So I'm thinking you would want to group certain activities that certain different skills, yeah, that belong to a certain job, yeah, they would still be agents by themselves. Like, for example, one agent would know how to use a Git tool, yeah, to check out code, to check in code, to make commit messages, to push it to a repo. But this would be a representation of the skills of working with Git. And then I have multiple different kinds of developers and workers, yeah. And like, for example, one agent engineer might also have access to this Git tool. So I wouldn't give the Git tools directly to the agent, but the agent would sort of think, okay, I have now, I need to do a commit and a push, yeah, and it would say I need a commit and a push to the Git sub agent. That would then know, okay, this means I need this tool and I need this tool and this tool, and this is my response. Okay, so you have basically a hierarchy. Yeah, at the top is the CEO. The CEO I can chat with, and then the CEO has some, I don't know, first level, second level. No, not levels. It would have there would be a CTO maybe, and the CTO might have some senior level engineers, and every senior level engineer that does mostly architecting would delegate to individual junior engineers that actually produce the code, and these junior engineers would produce Swift code as one agent skill, yeah, which is a package of multiple sub agents, yeah, because developing has many different areas, yeah. So, but coming back to this deep research, so why? I was thinking that I want to be able to email certain agents in my company, yeah, and of course you can chat everything, yeah, and the approach of some other agentic frameworks where you have digital labor, they call it, yeah, like for example, Salesforce has Agentforce, and they are heavily integrated into Slack because Salesforce owns Slack, and so you would chat with agents there. But I'm thinking, if I were to hire a real person, this real person, yeah, we might use Slack for chatting, yeah, but certain activities I might also want to send by email, because email is standard, is available anywhere. So email is available anywhere, and so I could, if I'm on the road and I'm thinking something, hey, my CEO, you should look into this and this, then I could just drop him an email, or maybe even do some, if I have the functionality in my AgentCorp to do deep research, then I could send to my CEO, I need somebody to do me a report on what IMAP package, Swift packages are there available. Yeah, then I would go search, and basically I would get this conclusion, yeah, as an executive summary, and then some details in a long and very nicely made email. Yeah, certainly to have the ability to have colorful syntax highlighted code, say in an email that I can then look at on my say my iPad, yeah, and read it on the road. That might be fabulous. So I'm also envisaging being able to communicate with my group of agents by standard things like email. Maybe in the future there's also possibility to integrate it with WhatsApp, Slack maybe, but that's down the road. Yeah. So that's why I'm looking into IMAP, because my email server is an IMAP server for coming in and for storing, and for sending I use SMTP. So that will be the second thing I'll do. But in this case here, I want to show essentially how where is my, I still have nobody in the chat, so I'm still talking by myself. Go back. Current viewers, no. Average view duration 20 minutes, we're already there. Excellent collection. Okay, so coming back to the thing with the hotkeys is a bit confusing to me. So we looked at, this is, sorry, I don't know if I showed you this. This is the result I got from Perplexity. Yeah, everybody has a couple of free deep researches here available. Then the second instance of a deep research that I showed was on the iPad. Yeah, this is what Grok gave me. Grok also says Swift Neo. Swift Neo, I can't select it. Swift Neo, MailCore 2. Then there's something, a chill cut IMAP library is a commercial option. Okay, I'm not interested in commercial options. Because this is a hobby, so I don't want to pay for that. And Poster, a Swift framework by Snipsco, wrapping lib Ethan C offering MIT. Yeah, so we are down to the same two answers again. A Swift library built on Swift implementing, it's not ready for production use. Yeah, so I don't care about production use. So I don't have access to Google Deep Research, but because for this I would have to pay for a Google subscription. But one kind of research I can still show you, namely the ChatGPT app. Yeah, so we just ask it here. We could, what is the, can we do search? Yeah, we can do search with mini high. Yeah, so it does some reasoning. Maybe that would get us a similar result. And the question we asked was what Swift packages are available for accessing an email server. Yeah, and now it also well, first it does some reasoning. So what does it actually mean? And when doing so, in this case, it seems to already have it, because I don't know if it actually did any kind of search, although I clicked it. Yeah, but here in the reasoning, it knows about Swift Neo IMAP and MailCore, and then the answer. So if we collapse this, yeah, we again get Swift Neo IMAP. Includes padding and encoding of IMAP messages along with support for many common IMAP extension. Great choice if you're aiming for high-performance server-side applications or want to leverage Swift Neo's asynchronous network features. Okay, nice. And MailCore 2. Yeah, so okay, we found MailCore 2. Let's look at MailCore 2. Here's my browser. MailCore for 12 years. So what I'm looking at actually, how current is it? So let's have a look at it at GitHub. Actually, this also shows here. Last issue was closed 4 months ago. Last pull request 2 years ago. Pooh. it's a bit old. MailCore 2. I think I find somewhere also another possibility. Simple and asynchronous Objective-C. Because when I was researching this earlier and looking for IMAP, I also, because I somewhere found something based on Swift also. Swift package IMAP. MailCore. This is basically what one would do. If you were going to do this researching yourself. Let's actually try if I use 4.0. How do I access an IMAP server using modern Swift, possibly concurrency, and we want to search. Swift Neo, establish a connection, authenticate, select the mailbox, handle responses, concurrency considerations. So this has try await. Yeah. Isn't there a Swift package like MailCore? Postal? Simply MailCore? libMailCore? Announcing MailCore 2. So libMailCore also says, so asynchronous API, but they use Objective-C blocks for it. And that's how it would work with Gmail. And it would be easy enough to make a Swift wrapper, asynchronous wrapper for that, I guess. And MailCore is... Now the question is, would we try to just go with the Apple version? Because this is from Apple. So the next thing we need to find out is, I'm leaning towards, okay, use what Apple gave us, yeah. But I need to know how complete is it, yeah. So the next researchers or the next question for ChatGPT is, if I go with Swift Neo IMAP, can I do the following? 1. Get a list of mails in the inbox. 2. Get individual emails from the folder. 3. I need to am I able to move emails like into archive? Am I able to delete emails? And the same question I can also ask, perplexity. If I ask a follow-up, go research, and so let's see, this is with Neo, this is I want this to be here. So retrieve a list after saying select the segment, fetch. Can you give short coding examples for all 4 cases? Please. Do you always say please to your robot overlords? So retrieve a list, command stream part, take command, select mailbox inbox, write and flush, fetch command, write and flush. Command stream part tagged. Okay, you're always building commands, it seems. Stores, deleted. So Perplexity is still looking and ChatGPT is done, but again, this is just a normal search with 4.0. Let's do something else. Can you please make me a comparison table between Swift Neo IMAP and MailCore 2 so that I can decide which one to use, pros and cons. So Perplexity says select. This is also something tagged stream part. Fetch last 20. Protocol support. Well, here's an advantage that this also does SMTP. And this is available for more platforms, although I only care about macOS and possibly iOS. In development, mature and widely used. High-level API, okay. Because this seems quite low level to have to build the commands for everything. Command, you always build a command and then you add flags and stuff, blah, blah, blah. Pipelining, streaming. So let's ask another follow-up if I still have Pro, because I only have like three pros, but well. In the meantime, let's see how are we doing on the stream. Yeah, so if you are new here, just drop me a message. I try to find where I have my chat. let's again ask, how can I show the chat window in OBS? Plus browser. Pop out chat. YouTube. Let's try that again. I've got my channel somewhere, and here's the live stream, and we probably have an echo now, but I don't see any pop out chat. YouTube. Let's try that again. I've got my channel somewhere, and here's the live stream, and yeah, okay. Need to turn this off, otherwise I see myself multiple times. So I would like to know, can I check pop out chat? So, I put this on my side here, and my OBS window. All right. Okay, let's go on. So can we raise choose account type, answer, protocol support. So let's compare the answer from ChatGPT with, I want this to be here and this to be here. Let's see. Protocol support, NFC, portable extension, 20 extensions, binary metadata platform. Concurrency, non-blocking hours, event loops. I want operation queues, but okay. TLS, automatic TLS. Swift Neo. So, okay. We'll just, for now, I think we'll try with MailCore, because that has at least the Objective-C code and lots of samples on the internet. And I want to also show how I would use Cursor for a new project to do that. So here we go. This is now the second part of today's live stream. I'll actually want to do some live coding here. So I always have Xcode, updated system components. And I need my terminal. Developer. I want a EMAP test. Okay, and we want cursor. I haven't looked into windsurf yet, because there might be some cases where windsurf might be better or different, but I like very much the agent mode of cursor. So what I would like to show today is if we here we are in an empty folder, and we just open the composer in agent mode. We're going with Claude 3.5 Sonnet. I've had the best experiences with that. Supposedly you can also use other LLMs for that, but it kind of seems to be wonky. Yeah, so I don't understand what the prerequisite is to actually have agent mode function correctly. Agent mode generally means that it does multiple steps on multiple files. Yeah, so in AI coding, you have the smallest, the simplest thing is to have just completions of your code. Yeah, so you have this here with tab, and also with the predictive model you have it in Xcode now. That's sort of the most basic version of AI supported coding. The next best thing is to chat with your code, to basically say I want this change, I want this change, and then these are done. And if it has multiple tools available, like agent mode in cursor seems to be, then it can do very sophisticated things, and that's what I'm going to show you now. Yeah, but what I found in the past, I can try with O1, but it only calls the tools really when I choose Claude. Yeah, so okay, let's try maybe put. I show you what I mean. Yeah, so what we would want to do, create a new Swift package with a command line executable for testing mail core 2, implement a minimum example for accessing an EMAP server in Swift. Then we go. Then it says unsupported model. Agent Composer only supported entropic models, GPT-4o and O3 Mini. Yeah, okay. So I switch it to O3 Mini if I see that somewhere. I have to enable it. O3 Mini would be models. Here's O3 Mini. O3 Mini. So try again. See if that does anything. Yeah, because in the past when I tried, it would reason something, yes, but it wouldn't do any actual actions. Yeah, and this is thinking very long. It might just be that O3 needs to think a lot. Yeah, so that's what I said. Below is an example. Yeah, it tells me examples and so on. I don't care about that. It should actually do it. Please do the implementation. Submit. Somehow cursor wasn't able to use function calling or tool calling. I suspect that it is that now it actually does something. It created a checkpoint. It created a package IMAP test for macOS. Dependencies. We don't have dependencies yet. Okay, we accept it. Mail core. Let's say okay. And so basically we already have now the package Swift that's been created. It created it. It seems it created it by just creating the file and writing the file like this, and writing the main Swift, package Swift. Then it repeats the entire files. Let's see what would happen if we ran it. Test email access. There's an email example.com session port username. Test IMAP access. Well, run it. Run the sample. And it always thinks a long time. Okay, now it does Swift run. It builds it. What probably doesn't find, yeah. So we could have told it. It says add dependencies, yeah. There's no dependency here. So it ran it, got the error message, and now it's immediately thinking. Okay, so because what I would do in the past is copy the error messages back to ChatGPT and say, yeah, how do you fix it? And it would say, yeah, you have to do this and these changes. And in an agentic style, what you actually can do is have it run it, and because this is a command line app, it sees the output of the shell and can fix it. Yeah. So in this case, what does it do? It says dependencies. Okay, unable to reach OpenAI. So that it's a bit wonky. Yeah. So actually, let's go back to step number 1. Yeah, with the same prompt. Make a new prompt. Let's try this now. Terminal. Oh, I was in full screen mode, so you didn't see anything. Silly me. So let me show you. So this is the result after a couple of steps. I switched it to O3 Mini, yeah, in the settings here, model. I activated O3 Mini so that I can choose it in the agent mode, and set it to create a new Swift package with command line executable, blah, blah, blah. And what it did is it wrote the file, yeah. And now I'm going to, I'm quite unhappy with how O3 seems to do it, yeah. It sort of makes silly mistakes, let's say, and I found I'm much happier with how agent mode works with mcard here, IMAP. Also in terms of speed, yeah. So let's try that again. Xcode app. No, actually, not Xcode, cursor. On the cursor, we open again IMAP test. We have the agent. We pick now Claude Sonnet, and this is the same thing in agent mode. Yeah, and see what it does now. It even analyzes it. Additional, more future-proof, MailCorp, more complete. Oh, it's the wrong message. So please create a Swift package for
Sylvia Cover.
Be right back. Ja, hallo? Nein, ich war mitten im Livestream. Also gut, ich bin jetzt raufgelaufen. Was soll ich machen? So, 180. Ja, gut. Was das? Bye. When? Yeah, I think I need some sort of be right back screen here. So I wanted to show, I put in the wrong thing. So again, please create a Swift package with the MailCore2 dependency, terminal app with minimum Swift code to test MailCore by connecting to an IMAP server and retrieving the mails in inbox. Yeah. So this is way more impressive because it uses Swift package init type executable, whereas O3 was insisting on writing the package Swift itself. But this is the smarter approach. So we take this. This creates even more things. It creates also it creates a package Swift, which O3 wrote itself. It creates a git ignore and a main Swift, which it also created, but I'd rather have this tool created and then the agent make some modifications. Yeah, and here, okay, it says Swift tools version, we should update, we should add the platforms, we should print the usage, accept all. Run the command, let's see if it builds. Package manifest cannot be accessed. Why is that? What is port init? No. Build sources main. Let's check what happens here. It has the MailCore package. See if this URL is correct. Actually, Yes, is correct. Swift build. Let's see, because that worked like a charm. The past Swift build. Does MailCore not have a package Swift? That could be that I'm wrong here. My Safari, I need a Safari. Swift package index, MailCore 2. Use this package. And the package reference should be and so all these boxes are tools that the agent uses. Yeah, so it has a feature to search for files. It has a feature to read files. It sees it's already correct package reference. Depends is already. But why do we not find a package Swift in it? Package manifest. Please let's find out why we get so somehow the MailCore 2 doesn't seem to have a package manifest. Now it tries to clone it. You can see that there's a package Swift in MailCore. It doesn't seem to issue how SwiftMatch is trying to access it. Swift package support in MailCore 2 is not properly set up. Device activation. What is this? Viewed in GitHub. This has a package Swift. This needs a MailCore raw master beam XT framework. Okay.
Sylvia Kammer.
Ja, bitte. Ja, super. Ja, Silvia, können wir es später besprechen? Ich habe jetzt gerade einen Livestream laufen. Ja, bye. I'm so sorry. The wife is always calling me. But okay, we don't have any viewers anyway. So the current problem that we're facing is that the package manifest package cannot be accessed. Uh, 3 years ago update. So there seems to be an issue. Let's see if there's an issue. Package file now update. Is it safe? There's crashes. Bug. Yeah, well, it doesn't seem to get a lot of updates. Hit pull requests. So let's actually see. Here's another guy. Let's try instead. Now let's see. Warning branch is deprecated. Now it gets a couple of things. Looks much better. The package resolved successfully. Fetch Swift build. Okay, we need to fix the package Swift apparently. Dependencies. The product should be mail core. Now let's see Swift build. Unable to open dependencies. There's some libet pan build. Let's see if this fork's not working. Where do I see the forks? Code, insights, forks. Updated last month. Re-addle. Okay, let's try this one. This is the latest fork. Let's try with this fork. Spark 2. yeah, so download of MailCore ICU for Darwin. That looks much better. Run. It found when building. And the module name seems to be just MailCore. Cannot infer functional base. You know, we're getting somewhere. I apologize for the confusion. It tries to find what the correct API is, and then it updates everything. So that's what I very much like about this agent thing, because it, to a degree, it keeps doing what I would do myself when I was trying to get this to work. It goes into the checkout code to find the definitions of certain things. And now I can see the correct enums and types. Let me update your main Swift file. Accept. Build again. Something Android Gym. C MailCore. We stopped the agent after 25.2 calls. Please ask the agent. Please continue. Let's see what is the current state now. The build. There's some errors. Build. Can always pop out the terminal to see all the errors. Yeah. Accept. Let's try building again. Command. Great, the build succeeded. Just a warning, for example, please fix all warnings. I fixed the warning about the non-optional date. Great, the build succeeded with no warnings. The program is now ready to use. And I can run it by host, port, username, password. Okay. So let's have a look. That's essentially the same what happens if I do Swift build on the command line. And I could also just try this. Swift, was it run? Swift run emop test. So this runs the command line thing, and there's a usage and example of password. And let's just have a look with Xcode what happens if I open this folder, because that's another thing I recently found, that we don't actually need Xcode projects anymore. We can just open a folder that has a package Swift, and Xcode will do all the setup automatically. Yeah? And so it's very nice to develop and debug with cursor, but or rather develop and debug the syntax errors with cursor, but then for the actual fine-tuning of the debugging, where you need to maybe step into some function to actually do that in Xcode, because I like how this displays much more, because that's how I'm used to. Yeah? But the result of the whole action now is we were able to get a Swift program that uses a Mailcore 2, or rather a fork that has been much more recently updated. So this company Readdle, it seems that they are maintaining it more or less now, yeah, so it's quite nice to have the agent go through the motions of what do I need to fix, what do I need to find, how does it was actually looking for the headers of certain things, yeah, like where it used the find command on the checked out Git repo to find mentions of this, and then from these it knew how does it need to be actually implemented in Swift, yeah, because this is all Swift code. Let me show another fun trick that I recently learned, sort of as a bonus. Yeah, can you please implement the command line argument pass parser by Apple. It's called, on the tip of my tongue, yeah, it's called Swift Argument Parser. So there's right now what it does, this essentially gets the argument from command line and does some port mapping and so on and so forth. And there's a much nicer way to deal with this, built by Apple itself. It's basically parsable command. So this, you see what it does. It uses macros to give the individual things. Okay. In this case, we get an error because exit, you can't exit from a parsable command. But certainly, if I built this, it would see this. Yeah, same error that we saw in Xcode, and now it can fix it. Accept. How did it fix it? It says with a throw. Yeah, so it throws. And I wonder where's the emap test main, static func main. This builds, can build it in Xcode, and we can build it, try and run it here without any arguments. And the nice thing is now we get actually very nice usage with the parameters, port, username, password, or the options described. Yeah, everything that it has here in the help. Yeah, it builds this out of that. Yeah, so here we are. The next step would be, of course, to test if that actually works with some username, password. But the point of this webcast, or this the point of this, how do I? Yeah, here I am. So you have seen that I was able with cursor to create a simple Swift package that has a command line tool, and the command line tool calls functions from the packages that were set as dependencies. Yeah, so and that also showed you the Swift argument parser, and that's the most fabulous way to be coding at the moment. Yeah, because you, as an expert, you know what you want. You can give it the nudging in the right direction. Yeah, you saw a couple of instances where it was about to give up. Yeah, I can't. Okay, then in that case you have to go and find. If I was lucky to find that this company Readdle had created a more up-to-date version of this mail core, and by probing the code with a lot of find, it was able to determine the correct Swift syntax. And this is an example of starting from scratch, but I've also had quite a few instances where I just had a Git issue for an existing project. I opened the folder of this project with cursor, pasted in the issue, and it was able to find in the code where the changes needed to be made. Yeah? So I'm hoping that this was interesting to you. Give your feedbacks in the comments below if you have any ideas for how to improve it. I'm sorry for the times when I had to go away because my wife called me. I will maybe do some sort of intermission. We'll be right back with music if that's happening in again. And a apart from that, yeah, I like to be showing off what I'm doing now almost every day. See you soon.